You know, the other day in the video, I was telling you about the cash flow system. Cash flow is where your money, where's it going, in and out? Or do you have enough cash flow at the end of the month or the end of your paycheck? Maybe you have 500 left. Well, that's your cash flow at the end that you have extra to use, okay? But how's it flowing in the bank? We were talking about that because they're thinking of, JP Morgan Chase, the long name, yeah. One of the biggest banks, and that's the one they listen to with Jamie Dimon first of all. And the other banks, they listen to each other about what's going on. There's like five major banks up there, and then, we got our others, but they all listen to each other. Don't let them fool you. Credit unions, they listen, okay? And they're talking about getting, not really using the credit score anymore, not really using the credit bureau. And so I told you that, but all the time there's always going to be a fight, about it, and FICO is going to fight. And it's going to be probably a nasty fight, okay, about why we need those numbers. And you can't tell who's the bad lender and borrower. I can think of all kinds of things that people can come up with. You can't tell who the bad people are and stuff. Well, technically, they can't tell who the bad people are now because if they default, they were talking about it when I was looking on television about it, that they were wondering why somebody with a great credit score, okay, you're up in the 800s, and then all of a sudden you default on the loan. You don't even pay the first payment. And they were wondering, well, what's going on? This person had this great credit report, and then they decided they weren't going to pay the loan. Well, they were scamming. They use different things, debt people, that help your credit repair. And the credit may go up for a little while, but that's not a true representation of the bank account. What's going on in your bank account? That will tell us, do you have any money? What are you doing with your money? And so, they're fighting. They're going to fight about it, but really it's better for us because it'll go back to that time, with my parents before all this started, where you're asking bank account, how's your bank account doing? Oh, do you have a savings account? Do you have investments with us? Do you they can upgrade products. You can get with your bank and finally have a relationship. And so, but be prepared. Hold on to the fight. You can still cash stuff. You can use prop money. Like I use prop money. And then like I said, I got one binder. I know it's headed toward the house, the mortgage company. So I'm not even worried about how that's going to get there. I'll be sending that directly to them. So it does not have to go back into the bank. Okay. So I'll be doing that myself. Even if I got to drive it to them, I'll do that. Okay. You might be in another state. I can drive. I can fly. Vacation time for me. Yes. The bear will love it. Today is Bunny Hop Day. Hop in the budget with Bunny. She has made a savings challenge book, which I love. I kind of like these little themes. It's like, you're in school. Theme today on Monday is Bunny Day. Okay. So there's Bunny, and we're going to start out with $5 for this one right here. The Bunny Teacher. And this page makes $90. We want to keep it. I better put the front page back there. It signals, okay, you're finished. Okay, this page is $90, and it's $3 we're going to put in here today. 1, 2, and 3. Try to put more money somewhere over here. Okay, there you go. This page does $100. In a day, we've got $18 we're going to put in there. So 10, 5, and 3 little ones. 1, 2, and 3. So there's a 5. And there's a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we condense? I condense as I go because it's a lot easier on my life. Take these two 5s and give us a 10, which can go up here. Away we go. Okay, don't do that. Don't mix my money up. Okay, there we go. All right, so we did $18 on this page. We're going to have one finished soon, 2 more times. We've been on this. This is our 7th week. But that's okay. We are getting there. $2 on this page. 1, 2. And this page gives you $50. $2 on this page with the blue bunny, which is $72. 2, and I think I can get the condense. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And a 5, and there's 2 5s there, so we can make them a 10. Math class is over. No. Okay, run, bunny, run. Okay, this is the $150 page. Each one is $5. Okay, roll the dice and save.
We're getting close to a war. You have number 4.
Okay, $4 there. 2. I hope we're not getting close to a war, but you know, it's gonna be all right. Okay. So let's see, we're at $10 here. Ooh. How many 10s do we got? We got $40, so we can condense and have 2 20s. I condense as I go. I don't even look at. I look at them because you're on there, but I'm not a fan of condensing. Condensing and unstuffing too much. I just want to hear the number to make sure, did you do okay? What's going on? But just watching people take money out the binder is, I don't know. I try. I do the best I can with, but I found out they're not my best. I like the debt confessions and progress confessions to see how far you went. This is $4, and we're going to condense 5. And that may be because, what I teach, I teach online now. And you want to see progress. Yes, there's steps to do things, but this is $120. But I want to see, how'd you start at the beginning? How'd you start at the end? And some people, they don't, when they cash stuff, they don't show you any finances, and that's fine. I accept that fact. I understand.
You've got the number 1.
One little dollar. Bye.
Fantastic shot! You have a number 3.
Really? I was wondering, remember the other day? You remember I kept pressing it, wouldn't change? Anyway, I'm not using that. I just pressed it to see what it was going to say. $5.
4.
Oh, okay. So you actually do say 4, and I'm on the 4. This one is $100. This is $120, and it's $4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we can condense now because me and condensing is not my friend. And this can go in the 5. 2 5s equal a what? A 10. And 2 10s equal a 20. Bunny, we are busting the bank open. The bunny bank is rolling. Okay, now we'll really do the talking dice. I'm just sitting over here playing with it. Okay, go.
And your number is 3.
$3. $3. And it's a condensing moment. Here we go. Here's $5. Very good. We're getting there. Okay, this one we're going to pick. Let's do 25. Because these 25s need to be racking up down here. Need to get them going. You know, it's almost the end of the year, okay? So that we have some money flowing, okay? It's almost the end.
I think you got a 3.
3. And some of these pages aren't in there. I added them to this is the one before this one, and this one is not in here. I just added it and I bought it and added it. Okay, I did that. And that's the end. So I just want you to know. So you go, where's that page Cash Bear Mama had? Well, I bought several things. They're not here. They're here, but I haven't put them in. These two are extra, and I got some other pages. So let's see how much we have this week with my little scribbling on the back. So we had $535. We're on our 7th week, so we got 80. 2 5s equal to 10. 90. 90 what? 91, 2, 3, 4, 94 this week. So we had 535 and 94 is $629 we've got so far this week, week 7. Okay, yay, we are getting there. We are getting there. So, enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Believe in yourself. And we are doing our affirmations because we are going to keep smiling and be kind. We're going to stay humble but work hard at whatever we're working at. We're going to be grateful for what we have, even if it's a job that we don't want to do. We will never give up. We will stay strong. We'll believe in ourselves. Okay, believe in yourself. Believe, because you are unique, you are kind, you're wonderful, you're grateful. Nobody else is like you. Even if you have a twin or there's triplets and maybe all of y'all look alike, each one of you are different. Okay, you may have a few tendencies, you're the same, but each one's different and they have to be treated differently, okay? So take care. Bye-bye. Toodaloo. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. Join, blah, blah, whatever you do. Okay, do what you got to do. Okay, what you got. I'm not mad at you if you don't. Some people don't have money. I ain't worried about it. I go with the flow. Okay, anything that I take in as money on YouTube, even my checks, they go toward the homeless. So whatever you give, you give. If you don't worry about it. I ain't begging. Okay, don't beg. Don't worry about it. I can get through on my own. I've learned to do that. Take care. See you guys. Bye-bye.